Alright, well, I've won the die roll 3 times in a row, so we're gonna keep going first. Still no 2-drop. We had like 6 in the deck, 5 or 6. Not drawing them regularly. I think this hand is good despite that, though. Got the Magma Spray. Watchful Nog has actually been maybe a little bit slow, especially for this sort of deck. Let's keep him for sure. Do a Magma Spray turn 1 if he's got something. Opponent keeps 7-2. Let's see what he's doing here. No land drop. Interesting. Is he just like 1-drops dot deck? That's really weird. Discarding. There's no like reanimation thing going on. There's something he really wants to... He discarded a land. What? What? Is he just feeling generous? What happened here? Is that just a mistake? He paused at his main phase. What? I am so confused. So confused. Roll fast fact though. I guess it helps if I pay attention to my turn. Alright, well. That's not a bad way to start. I mean, I guess that makes sense that he just must have made a mistake, but it's weird that he stopped at both main phases, like, for a second to think, and still didn't do anything. What do we want here? We just want Hooded Brawler, go all in. Yeah, the Naga's been unimpressive to me, actually. Despite the fact that it draws, it's just, you have to exert to do it, which means you take a turn off. It feels really slow. So we'll remember that when we're drafting in the future, but I think we're just going to go for our more aggressive play here with the Brawler and then the Minotaur next turn. And if he's got something we really need a Magma Spray, we can play the Naga and Magma Spray. But I like our curve going up towards Hooded Hydra. Either we draw lands, we can play the Hydra, or we don't draw lands and we play creatures. So, Alright, another red-green. We're definitely going to kill off the Channeler Initiate, though. That is bad for us. Okay, well in this case it may have actually been better to play the Naga. The Watchful Naga, rather than the Hooded Brawler. And just gotten a card in while we could, but that's alright. Hard to know. We're just going to Magma Spray on our turn. Make sure my opponent can't utilize any of his mana advantage there. So the Dream's like a cartouche draw here, and we drop the Minotaur with the cartouche and swing for 9. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It kind of sucks that my opponent just like skipped his first turn. That is something that should declare all creatures to blocking. Oh wait. And it's something that wouldn't happen when you're in person, obviously. It's a disadvantage of Magic Online, how unforgiving it is if you miss a step. Prowess, okay. Is there a 1-cost green thing that blows us out? I can't think of any. There's one that targets flyers that cost 1. I don't really think of anything that really goes off. So we're just going to swing with the Brawler and the Naga. We're going to exert the Naga, I think, here. Yeah, we'll just attack regular there. Draw a card. Okay. We can now play our Hydra, which is nice. Let's see. If he drops it there and has a spell, we look pretty silly, but nah. Okay. Just the 1/3 defender here. So I can't think of anything in the format that costs just 1 green instant. But I'm still kind of new to it too, so there may be tricks out there that I'm not considering. Cycling. Okay. I guess that is another one. Well, no, that's 2 costs too. Yeah. Go ahead and play a Minotaur. And we'll drop a Forest as well. Guess I should have kept red up again, because there's nothing that costs just green. But there's like Magma Spray for red. I'll make my opponent think about it, maybe. So, very slight misplay there. Nothing huge, certainly. Cocktail the Crossing. Okay, that's a big card. I mean, if he puts it on, I guess wherever he puts it, if he swings, I'm just going to take it. I don't care that much about 4 damage. I think my opponent cares more. Especially because next turn we'll have a Hydra. Okay. So yeah, he's just going to keep a large creature here. Well, my opponent's deck doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm not real wild about main deck Dissenter's Deliverance, but like Crocodile's pretty good. Channeler's really good. Alright, he's swinging. Okay, yeah, we'll take it for sure here. Ouch. 4-mana Lava Axe with upside. Oh, how will we ever hope to compare? Okay. So here we'll swing with both. Not going to bother exerting either of them, and then drop the Hydra, I think. And he might just use this as a chump here, I guess, and gain some life. This is never realistically going to do any damage. Alright, drop the Honored Hydra here. I think that'll be pretty rough for my opponent to beat. Next turn everything's going to untap too, which is nice. We have a handful of good draws. Obviously another land's not great for us, but... Okay, Charioteer. Fine card. Not overwhelming, but fine. So this next turn, I assume we're going to... It depends a little bit if we have a good draw, but assuming he doesn't attack, which I don't think he will. It feels like a bad attack. If he's got some sort of trick, I could maybe see it, but even then, we just let it go through, and then on the crackback, we'd probably kill him. Yeah. Cartouches Zeal. Does that just win us the game? Probably. Means that both Emberhorns get through. Yeah, he's just dead then. Okay. That was definitely a good draw. Anytime you draw a card that wins you the game, you can't really complain, right? We'll go ahead and do that. Makes the Crocodile can't block. Alright, and go to attacks here. So we're going to exert both of these. Exert. And I guess we send these in too. Do you want to exert him? I guess we'll just attack regularly. He's going to have to block, like there. I don't know if there's anything going to happen. So we're not going to exert there. Cycling. I wonder if he has some sort of cycling synergy. This doesn't seem real likely in red-green. I mean, this card is never, like, stone cold terrible. Oh, okay, that's not a bad pickup. I don't think it matters, though. Pretty sure the Minotaurs have you dead anyway. But we'll let my opponent go through the motions here. So it definitely feels bad my opponent had to skip his first turn. That may just have cost him the game. Like, it might have been okay otherwise. But this guy still got Menace. So, a little bit unlucky, but it is what it is. Alright, and let's go on to our next match. So, this seems like a worse version of our last opponent's deck. Sweltering Sun seems a little bit less good since I think we're going to be on the beatdown most of the time. Didn't see any removal. He's playing red though, so it's likely he has some. I don't like Watchful Nog. I just don't think it's good. It's too slow, I think, for the most part in our deck. A 2/2 that draws us a card on its own, I think would be okay. But the fact that it has to attack and then doesn't get to untap is just all pretty bad. I think we'd rather have another Electrify. Alright. So I've learned something during this match. Hadn't had a chance to play with the Nagi yet, but just seems underwhelming. I mean, I guess with like Pathmaker Initiate, it's good late game, keeps you going, but just doesn't seem fantastic. Yeah, his hand's not great. I guess between the Brute Strength and the Hooded Brawler and the Fling, we can do 8 damage. It was kind of cute. Use this up like all of our stuff. We're going to keep. This hand's not bad enough to mulligan. It's bad. It's not bad enough to mulligan. My opponent managed to hit his first land, so maybe a little bit more competitive this game too. It's our beautiful art. I guess I'm not super big on the forest. The mountain's just gorgeous though. Okay, Vitalist is good. Initiate is excellent. I mean, we were hoping for really any 2-drop draw there, but this is as good as any other, really. So next turn we can play the Brawler probably over the Sure Shot, although both are fine. The Brawler's a little bit more aggressive. My opponent plays a... Oh, there you go. Crocodile's not bad either. So I assume he's going to put it on the Vitalist, I guess, and keep the 5/4. The fact this is a 1/2 is nice. I'm sure that was a design decision. Makes the -1/-1 counter just a little bit better. Oh no, he's putting it on himself. Interesting. Wonder what he's playing around there. Yep, take it. Crunch. Next turn we'll probably offer to trade with the Brawler. Maybe not. The Twins are pretty good with the Brawler too. Might depend on how. Well, if he plays anything pre-combat, looks like we're getting beat down. We probably should just plan on trading the Brawler for the Crocodile, honestly. It's a good card for sure. It's hard. Let's see what he plays. He's thinking about something here. Play another Crocodile? That would be quite the beats. Monitor. Okay. Just gonna cycle that. So he definitely looks like he's a bigger deck. Like he's trying to get up to like maybe the 7-drop worm or even just like Velocipede, things like that. between the Vitalist and the Monitor. Feels likely. Okay. Gets his nice 2-for-1 off the Monitor. And I don't think we're going to block the Crocodile if it comes in here. Minotaur's great draw. So swing with both here. He may have. That looks like he's F6'd. Let's say he may have the Magma Spray or whatever the card ends up being. Alright, and next turn we maybe will just kill him with combination of Brute Strength and Fling. After we swing, of course. So we're still gonna plan on not blocking here. I think you'd have to have a pretty impressive combination of tricks to make it great. Yeah, see, like, I get that he's just drawing a card off of this, but he's playing 3. It just slows him down so much. Kind of lowers the amount of creatures to land ratio probably he's got in his deck. Maybe he's playing something like 16 or 15 lands, but still, like, that just doesn't feel good. If you see an artifact in your opponent's deck, like an artifact that you'd like to kill, I can see playing it. But, and then, I mean, if they have the artifact, then you can kill it, and if not, then you won't. But you can just always cycle it, which makes the worst case scenario a lot better. But, okay. Like, cycling a bunch just so you can play your Jackal seems pretty unimpressive. Yeah, we'll take it for sure. Okay. Makes him pretty big. 7 swing right off the bat isn't small for sure, but doesn't do all that much. He's just getting in for damage here. If we blocked, obviously it would be great, but electrify. So I think the plan here is we swing with everything. He probably blocks like that maybe. But this, I guess if we make it so we can't block the Minotaur at all, then the Minotaur goes up to 8 with the Brute Strength, and we just kill him with Fling. He doesn't have anything else, so seems all right. So attack and exert, attack and exert. Wait. You can't still block. I don't know what I was thinking there. So if he double blocks there, that's 5 down. So we do 3, 8, and then it's enough with Fling. I guess we go on with all of them, but that should still be enough. The Minotaur's enough on his own, and if he double blocks there, we get in for enough with the Fling and the Brute Strength. Blocks, not surprisingly. Blocks. Brute Strength. Ooh, I almost targeted the wrong thing there. Alright, and that should do it. So, a pretty fast first Amonkhet draft. Went okay, not astonishingly well, but okay. Definitely got run over by a better version of our deck, or at least a version that drew a little bit better in the second round. But yeah, the format still looks fun. I think that even though we saw a whole lot of aggro in that match, you can definitely, like, there are other decks that are good as well. That's not the only one. I appreciate everyone that's been watching. Definitely, if you like what you see, feel free to follow me on Twitch. I stream pretty regularly. I'm doing kind of a special thing for the release day today. Ordinarily, I am on in the evenings, so definitely check me out there. And if you liked the YouTube video that you're watching, go ahead and like and subscribe there. Thanks so much, everybody.